Hello everyone, this is Space Marine, and today we have a meteorological update because the first hurricane of the East Pacific hurricane season is happening, Hurricane Agatha. And it's actually rapidly intensified. It started as like a tropical storm like yesterday, and now it's already a hurricane with 110 mile per hour winds. And over here, I don't know how good you guys can see that, but there's an eye wall forming. So an eye wall is like the intense ring of convection that like circles the eye of the hurricane, and once that starts to get together, hurricanes rapidly intensify. So this already has winds of 110 miles per hour, and the waters are very hot, and the conditions are good, and we'll get into that. But basically, yeah, it has winds of 110 miles per hour, and the National Hurricane Center forecasts it to become a major hurricane pretty much very soon, if it isn't already. In fact, since the eye is coming out in recent imagery, it probably is a major hurricane with winds in excess of 115 miles an hour, and that means like literally it's very destructive. It's not the most destructive, but it's extremely destructive. It would level all trees. Wherever that eye wall hits, it would blow apart houses, especially in third world countries such as perhaps this area of Mexico. So yeah, here's the track. Right now, it's just off the coast of Mexico, and by 1 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern time, it shows it, actually might be Central time on the Hurricane Center forecast stuff like this. So, but early tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be just off the Mexican coast, and then tomorrow night, around 1 a.m., basically it's going to be approaching for a long time. So yeah, early afternoon tomorrow it's going to be approaching the coast, and then tomorrow night after midnight it's going to make landfall in Mexico, right around here. And according to Google Maps, this stretches over from Puerto Escondido to Mazunte to Salina Cruz and Tehuantepec. All these cities are like right there in the cone. It doesn't mean all these cities are going to get destroyed, because basically how hurricanes work is like whatever's directly in the exact path of the eye wall, that's what really gets hit, and we don't know exactly where that's going to be yet, but you can get a pretty good idea based on the Hurricane Center map. But yeah, basically we have a major hurricane here, and it's intensifying rapidly, and in fact, since it's going to take so long to get to the coast, it could have more time to intensify. For example, this is upper level imagery showing water vapor, and this shows like the outflow of the storm. So basically like a hurricane sucks stuff in, sends stuff out, and then it goes out in the outflow like this. And this is the outflow here, this stuff that's spreading out. And this outflow is completely uninhibited, which is a sign that it's going to rapidly intensify. You can see outflow channel stretching from the hurricane out all the way into Central America, so this is a very solid outflow channel. And then there's outflow stretching to the intertropical convergence zone towards the equator. And yeah, basically the outflow is not being impinged. When the outflow is impinged of a hurricane, that can cause it to like not strengthen as fast, because basically it gets blocked up. Instead of going like this, it kind of gets stopped and can't intensify as quick. But this is a very good conditions for intensification. The waters are hot, basically the shear is low, the outflow is strong, and that's why we are seeing this eye wall come out right now as the sun sets on the most recent imagery. So yes, this is a very concerning situation, and it's very slow moving. It's not like, even though it's very close to the coast and there's already rain bands hitting Mexico, there's probably like 40, 50, 60 mile per hour winds already spreading across the Mexican coastline here. It still isn't even close to making landfall yet. It's going to take it till, like, basically, alright, so tonight at midnight, there'll still be like 24 hours left. So there's like 30 hours or so until it hits land, and during that whole time, it can intensify. Right now they're forecasting a major hurricane with winds of about 120 miles per hour, but it could strengthen even more, and we'll see. It could, yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit really in this sort of situation where the waters are hot, the outflow is not being inhibited, it already has the strong eye wall, so the intensification effect's going really quick. So yeah, this is a very serious situation. Once again, people that are along the coastline of Mexico, from Puerto Escondido to Mazunte to Salina Cruz, even all the way there to Tonala, even like the very western portion of Guatemala, everyone has to be concerned about this. There's already very inclement conditions, especially in the mountainous regions. I've noticed over my years as a meteorologist, one of the biggest threats in Central America is the rain. So there's already huge rain occurring on the coast. Here's the satellite image. These are very heavy rain bands moving in, and that can cause mudslides in the mountains. So that's a threat that's already starting. It's going to get worse and worse. So anyone really along the coast and the cities I just said within this Hurricane Center forecast cone, which I'll show again, you guys really need to watch this, and I'm sure you know about it if you're actually in that location. But yeah, it's a very serious hurricane, lots of flooding rain, extreme winds, and yeah, this is just the first hurricane of the year in the Eastern Pacific, and it's in fact today's only a couple days away from the start of the Atlantic hurricane season also. So yeah, hurricane season is just beginning. We already have a major hurricane impacting Mexico, and I'll continue to update. I'll make one more update as this makes landfall. But yeah, right now it's 110 miles an hour. Forecast to go to 120 miles an hour. It could go even higher because it's going to take it till like 30 hours from now to like make landfall. So yeah, watch this one closely, and I will continue to update, like, and subscribe, and I'll have more hurricane videos like this.